Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to sharpen this blade here. Now this is a standard skill saw, skill brand locking belt sander, but I like to use the sander to sharpen my blades because you can control the angle a lot easier, and it's got this flat plate. I don't know if you can see it, but it's let's see if I can slide this off here. It's got this flat plate right here, which gives me a nice flat angle to make a nice. Oh, I just strapped that down wrong. A nice straight edge. I always got to wear safety glasses for obvious reasons. Oh, sure. There's a lot of chicken. The edges are really horrible. Okay, folks, there are still chips left in it. Now, it's sharp. There's not much I can do about the chips unless I want to break out my grinder and just really grind away at this metal. And if so, then what I'll have to do is then grind off the same amount of weight off of this end to make it balanced. The goal here isn't to grind away metal. The goal here is to just make this sharp enough to get back to mowing the lawn and various other deals. Now, this one here, I don't know if you can see it, but there is a big gouge right here, a big dent in the edge. There's, once again, that's a, let's see, it's right here. I don't know. Once again, the only way we can take care of that is if we grind all this off with the grinder. I really don't want to do that because then I have to then worry about the balancing of this. And the goal isn't to remove a lot of metal. The goal is to just sharpen the blade to be able to reuse this blade on the mower. A lot of people say, well, it doesn't really make sense to go through with the sharpening if you're not going to remove this big gouge. Same way with these little chips here. But it does make sense because the only time you should grind away metal is if you're really in a unbalanced issue. You know, if your blade is heavier on one end, what it will do is throw your mower off its balance. In doing so, you could end up doing more damage to your lawnmower than what it's really worth. All right, so the goal is to just sharpen this back up, put a good sharp edge on it. That way, it doesn't rip the grass, but cuts the grass. If the grass ends up ripped at the top, what happens then is you'll notice that as time goes by, the grass will start to brown. That's either dying or you're inviting bacteria and infection into the blades of the grass. And in doing so, what will happen is the grass will die, and you'll end up with a giant yard of weeds and bare dirt. So the goal is to just get it sharp and get back to mowing. And right here, we're doing pretty good. Yeah, and a lot of people don't realize or don't know, but the first inch or so is the actual cutting edge. This back here really doesn't do much because as you're walking behind the lawnmower, this is usually what hits the grass first. So the first inch or so is where you really want to focus on the sharpening of it. Now, don't get me wrong, you still need to sharpen all this, but this is more where you need to be the sharpest. Now, I actually just cut myself, so yeah, but this is where you need to focus the most. So we'll get back to it. Okay, what we want to do is kind of inspect. As you see, I still didn't remove that little notch right here, but I'm not looking at, like I said, I'm not looking to do that, but I did remove a good portion of it. The same way here, it's still got a good chip there, but that's all right. The blade is still pretty sharp. Now what I'll do is this centerpiece here is good and locked in into this blade. I should be able to clean this up a little bit. From that, I then should be able to get a good balance. What I'll do is I'll take a, where are they? I thought I had it out here. Oh, yeah. I'll just take a, just a standard bolt. Okay. You see this side here is dipping a little more. Yeah, this side's a little heavy, but what I can do is, I think if I just clean up the grass and whatnot off of here, I think it should be all right. Wasn't too off its mark. Yeah, it's just slightly off right there. Yeah, let's go with something a little bit smaller. Yeah. So. Yeah. Okay, so what we're going to do. Okay, a lot of people don't realize, but there's actually a flat surface here and a flat surface here. The reason why those are there is just what I did. So that way you can grind away some surface material when sharpening the blade, and this looks to be pretty spot on. So that way it's good and level. All you gotta do is just grind a little bit here, maybe a little off of here on each end, whichever is heavy, and it should be all right. Now, what I'm going to do. Okay, that's the wrong box. Sorry, folks. Okay. Oh, jeez. Jeez. Ouch. Jeez. I think that's good. So what we'll do, wipe everything down now. Alrighty. Now, I'm going to take these off. check the spray before you start. Now this is just to protect the edge from any potential rust. It's not to look pretty or anything like that. Just to make sure that it's basically what we're looking for is just to protect us from any potential, well, rust. All right, so it's not like we're looking for anything to basically support the or to. Jeez, I can't even think right now. I'm so busy. We're not trying to win any awards or any prettiness. I always tip it up, the cans upside down, and then spray it for a few seconds until it's clear. That way it cleans out all the paint in the tubes, the spray nozzle. So that way it's, you know what? Let's get decorative, folks. Let's go with metallic bright silver. Just for the heck of it, huh? No reason, just to make it look pretty. Line it up. Okay. There we go. Now once again, we can go ahead and just flip this over without smearing it all over the place. There, and shit. Okay. Oops, still a little wet. Meanwhile. Okay, well, that's how I sharpen my mower blades, and I always paint them. Usually they just get painted black, just because that's how they come, and that way it prevents any rusting. And from there you go. Like and subscribe if you like this video.